Hey, what's up YouTube? Barn911-970. Thank you for watching my video. Alright guys, sorry I haven't been around much the past day. Not only was it the 1 year anniversary of my father dying 2 days ago, but yesterday a really long time family friend passed away and did not exactly die in the nicest of ways. So I'm sure you'll understand why I haven't been around too much. So with that being said, somebody made a very interesting comment on my sun gazing video. Now, I'm not going to say the person's name because I'm not doing this to disrespect or make fun of or anything like that, but it's a really great question, and it's a point that we really have to hit home about. And the comment was in regarding, like I said, to my sun gazing video, and this person writes, "Your eyesight is not something to play with at all. My wife is an ABOC certified optician, and she said she would kick my rear end if I did that stuff." I'm paraphrasing. LOL. So the person's laughing at this. So, and he emphasizes so, she is asking where you got that information. My common sense tells me not to do that. Okay. That is a great question, and it's a great statement, and it sums up everything that we've been indoctrinated with to a T. Now, when it came to me making the decision to start sun gazing, it's not like I just heard the word, heard one person say, "Oh, well, sun gazing is good," and I would be dumb enough to say, "Okay, well, even though I've been told all of my life that staring at the sun is bad and dangerous to make you go blind, this one person just happened to say the sun gazing is good, so I'm going to go do it." I'm not an idiot. I researched it a lot. Now, if you follow mainstream media, you're going to get false information. And this is what I wrote back to this person. And I wrote, no disrespect to his wife, or no offense, but she's been educated by the system. And this is the point I want to make about this, because so many people, when their normalcy bias comes out, they're going to go to a mainstream media website who's going to be in that same problem. Excuse me a second. Had to plug in my laptop, otherwise it's going to shut off. So in other words, a dentist will tell you that fluoride is good because that's what they were told in school. A doctor will tell you that pills and a flu shot is good for you. Why? Because they were taught that in medical school. A politician is going to tell you the government is good. Why? Because that's what they want you to believe. A banker is going to tell you that a dollar is good because that's what they teach you, and etc., etc. And I continued, she was taught by the educational department. So if you want to get your information from mainstream media, do you think you're going to find anything that's going to say, well, sun gazing is good for you, or fluoride is bad for you? Not from them, because then it basically would defeat the system, defeat the purpose. People I've gotten sun gazing information from. Not only have I gotten information, you can go on YouTube and see hundreds of people who actually are doing sun gazing. But the main people I've followed for a long time that actually do this, if you type in the initials HRM, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he does go by HRM. He's a person that's been doing it for about 30 years. Santos Bonacci. He's another person that's been doing it for years. And the list goes on and on and on. So it took me about 30 different people, some that I listen to on a regular basis on YouTube that I'm subscribed to, and others where I was just checking it out for them actually doing it before I ended up doing it myself. Now, like I've said, it's been almost a year now. My eyesight has improved. It has not been damaged. I don't have sunspots or anything like that. As a matter of fact, now, like I said, I'm going to be up to almost 25 minutes at this point, and my eyes would actually hurt if I looked into a light bulb more than looking at the sun. Now, remember, you have to look at the sun at the right time. So, like I say, when the media and the educational system tells you that if you stare at the sun, you will go blind, well, that is accurate. Accurate means not exactly 100% right. So when they say that if you look at the sun, you'll go blind, well, 98% of the time, that is a true statement. But during sunrise and sunset, and this is another thing I want to clarify, because people may misunderstood what I said. When I didn't say there are no UV rays at sunrise and sunset, I said there are no harmful UV rays. There's a difference. Now I'm going to show you something. I'm going to be right back again. I'm going to put on this light. Oh, and by the way, you'll see some tape in the background. Somebody broke into my house and robbed the place about, well, a little bit in the past. So that's what that's all about. I haven't fixed it yet. All right, I'm going to put this light on. Now, put it near my face. Can you see any freckles? Can you see any burn? Actually, the funny thing is my eyes are hurting just looking near this light. See, I've been doing this 10 seconds for the first time, adding 10 seconds each time after that, every day. I'm up to almost 25 minutes. Do you even see a burn? Any freckles? You know, because when you get things like melanoma, which they'll tell you about that you'll get from the sun, you get freckles, you get sunspots. Do you see anything on my face? I'm going to be 43 years old in November. Do I look like a 43-year-old man? You know, take away a little gray here. You know, not for nothing. I may not look 20 anymore, but I definitely don't look like I'm getting close to 50. Asking a politician how good the government is not going to get you the direct answer that you're looking for. Asking a doctor if a flu shot is good for you is not going to get the direct, truthful answer that you're looking for, even if they don't know themselves because they were educated. We have to break this normalcy bias. And here's the thing about the sun gazing. I've done it for almost a year. I've never felt better in my life. I have not been sick since. I've been sick every year since. My eyesight has improved. There's nothing I can do to convince people. Some people, their normalcy bias is going to be so bad that they will automatically dismiss anything. And that's good for them. I don't remember me saying this is something you have to do. Especially, and I'm going to put this right out there for the religious people out there, the people believing in God and all the things that God has done. Now, I'm not even getting into religion. I believe there is a creator. I just don't think it's the person that they portray in the Bible, where it's this bearded man standing around hanging out on a cloud. That's a topic for another time. But for all the people who are very spiritual and believe in God, well, let me ask you something. God created the sun. He created nature. He provided Adam and Eve with everything they needed. If, like I said, I'm not saying whether it's true or not. I'm just saying what is if you are a religious person. God didn't create Adam and Eve and then created a pharmacy. So the creator of us and all of everything created everything in nature that we need to survive. So you're going to tell me that man is smarter than the creator of all? And again, I'm not debating whether this is a true story, whether this is whatever it is. I don't want this to be a religious debate because everybody is allowed to have their own opinions on anything in their life. So I don't want that here. But my point is, if you're a very religious person, you're saying that the creator of all things could not manage to create what you need in nature to heal yourself, to help yourself, to allow yourself to survive? Think about that. You know, asking these professionals for their honest opinions is like asking a criminal or a murderer about being an ethical, honest person. You think they really know? And now I'm not saying, like, for example, that person's wife. I'm not saying she's a bad person or an evil person or she is lying. She has been taught by a system that is trying to indoctrinate us all. So, of course, she's going to be going to school, getting her license, her certification, certified. That's what certification is all about, is being a person that could memorize what they force feed down your throat. What do you think a test is? A test is basically in school is to see who can remember the most stuff they program down your throat. And they grade you on it. IQ tests. They just talk about the actual just numbers of things that you can solve. They don't factor in anything else, your personality, your street smarts, your wisdom. It's just solve this equation that we've taught you about, and let's see if you can remember it. So here's the thing. When it comes to sun gazing, it's nature. You could see animals. They're always, when there's a window open, if you want a cat, for example, I guarantee if it's a sunny, warm day, I guarantee your cat is out on the windowsill sucking up every bit of sun they can get. If you have a dog, I guarantee you, when there's that spot from the sun on the carpet or on the floor, I guarantee you your dog is laying there. Nature provides everything that you need. They don't want you to know that. That's why they give children and you flu shots, where people die from it, from the mercury and all the other things like the antifreeze in them. Dentists will give you fluoride and tell you it's great for you. The FDA approves things like aspartame. They will tell you that's good for you. Well, if you want to sit there and say, well, sun gazing, that's bad because, they told us the sun is bad, so they're professionals, by all means, please do. Enjoy your cup of fluoride with your aspartame snack when you go to the doctor to get your flu shot and take your medications, and then go on your way to a government meeting spending all of your fiat dollars. Tell me how well those have been. If you want to think this is crazy, by all means, please do. You will miss out on the benefits that I have experienced. If you think I would have the irresponsibility of telling people to do something that I haven't done myself, that could potentially damage them and make them go blind, I'm sorry, you're a flat-out moron. You decide what you want to do. If you don't want to sun gaze, don't do it. If you want to get a flu shot, by all means, please do. If you want to use that artificial sugar because you've been told how good it is, enjoy. But don't complain that you're sick. Don't complain that you don't get better. Keep listening to the educational system. Keep listening to the government. Keep listening to the FDA. Keep listening to the bankers. They're all professionals. They all went to fancy schools. They all got their certifications. They all got their licenses and degrees. And they are destroying this world. Wonder who the real crazy one is. Thanks for watching. Peace.